right, you all. So listen, today I'm going to discuss the 4 items needed to build a truly profitable, successful, 7-figure business and pay the smallest legal amount possible in taxes, okay? Now, because I only have about 25 minutes, I'm going to go ahead and jump into today's content, and by the end, you'll know who I am. Is that okay? Yes? All right. So how many of you are passionate about what you do? Like you truly enjoy what you do, but yet you feel as if your bookkeeping is a mess, and because of that, it's keeping you a little stressed. Yes? Okay. How many of you feel as if you would like a master plan? Like a plan that's going to allow you to have more money and more profits. Like a plan that's going to allow you to look at your bank account and smile. Come on. Yes? Yes? Okay. How many of you are like, while I'm making all this money, Octavia, I want to pay less in taxes. Like, I don't want to make this money and have to give it to the IRS because I don't have an Uncle Sam. And even if he was my uncle, I wouldn't be cutting him a check. Sounds about right?
You're talking my love language.
Okay, all right. So here's the thing. A lot of business owners desire to build a profitable 7-figure business. Like I'm talking real profits. Like the name of my company is Say Yes to Profits. But you can be profitable on paper and still have no money in the bank. We can get to that in just a second. So a lot of business owners want to build a profitable, successful business and pay the smallest legal amount possible in taxes, but unfortunately, they do not have the right process in place. A process that's going to allow them to earn more money, keep more money, and pay less taxes. You see, most entrepreneurs are in 1 or 2 stages. Stage 1, online, they look like they're popping, but behind the scenes, they're really dropping because their finances are not in order and they don't know what to do. Or you have those in stage 2, they know how to earn the money. They're the go-getters. But behind the scenes, they're afraid of the IRS. Their finances are still not in order. And they're like, I know how to bring the money in, but it goes out faster than it can come in. Then you have stage 3. Now, stage 3 are business owners that are building a profitable, successful business, and they're taking this business, and now they're building generational wealth. And now they're creating legacy because of the success of their business. All of us as entrepreneurs should want to be in stage 3. All right? And so what I want you to do is think about, are you in stage 1, stage 2, or stage 3? If you're not in stage 3 yet, it's okay. Because I'm here to give you the process. Everybody say process.
Process.
Now the right process is going to pave the path for you to build the business of your dreams. It's going to pave the path for you to take your business to its fullest potential and conquer all your financial and tax challenges. The first thing that you need in this process is a plan. So everybody say plan.
Plan.
So I'm a church girl, so y'all don't have to talk to me and I'm going to talk to y'all, okay? And so when you create this plan, you should have a profit plan and a tax plan for your business, all right? Your profit plan is going to show you what services you must have, how much you must sell, and what you must price them for in order to bring in the 7 figures. And so when I talk to my clients and we talk about building 7-figure companies, a lot of times they're like, well, I need 1,000 services and products in order to make 7 figures. You do not. All you need to do is focus. Laser in on the one you're going to be a specialist in and bring that to the market consistently, okay? So when you're setting up your business, you want 4 revenue streams from inside of the company. You want something that's at an elite level. This is going to be the highest price, the most value, and it's going to provide more personal service to those who invest at that level. Then you're going to have a target. The target is where you're going to want most of your clients to fall in on. Then you're going to have a base. And so if they can't afford the target and you're like, I can still service them, they're my target type client, you'll have a base product or service. The final one will be your make money while you sleep. And so this is your course. your books, or things you can make one time but you resell it over and over and over again. So now with this plan, you know who you're gonna target, you know what you're gonna offer them. Now you need to price your services for profit. And what tends to happen is that a lot of business owners are not pricing their services and products for profit. They price their services and products based on their competitors. And so they look at their competitor website and they say, oh, well, she charges this, so I'm gonna charge that. No. You should base your services based on a couple of different things: the cost and a profit margin. So when you're pricing your services and products, how much is it going to cost you to make that or to provide that service or products to your clients? That's your direct cost, your out-of-pocket cost. And then your profit margin is what you want to make on top of that. Some of you that are selling products call it a markup. So that's what you want to make on top of that. So you're pricing your services now for profit. So when someone pays you, you're making a profit with every sale that you make in that business. Then you take that profit and you put it into something called a financial peace account. Now this is the account that's going to give you just what it said, financial peace. So when the money goes into that account, it's not to be touched. Now you're building a cash reserve for your business. And you want to have at least 6 months of operating capital saved in that account. I tell my clients, you want to have a financial peace account so that when you look at it, you smile. Because you have more money than you thought were possible. And a lot of our clients have yet to cross the 7-figure mark, but they have 6-figure bank balances by using this process. So again, we're still in the plan. Everybody with me so far? Yes, yes?
Yes, yes.
All right. So now that you're making the money, what are you going to do from a tax side? You're going to set your business up to pay the smallest legal amount possible in taxes. Has anyone ever heard of Amazon and Netflix?
Yes.
Why am I saying Amazon and Netflix? Come on, somebody. So these companies are earning billions of dollars in revenue and paying either the smallest amount or zero in taxes. So I was like, how can I make sure my clients do the same? How can I do the same? They're using the tax strategy to their advantage. It's made for business owners. So I'm gonna give you a couple of tax strategies that you can walk away with. How many have kids? Okay, I have 4, right? All my babies work for me. Why? Because you can pay your child up to $12,950 and use that as a tax write-off. Raise your hand, Naya. I don't need a social media manager. She got it. My son, he's a videographer. My other babies, we just secured our business, our headquarters. My 2 little ones, they clean the office. So you use your kids. I tell them all the time, y'all my little tax write-offs. Another strategy. If you are an LLC and you're making at least, the young lady said it before, but I'm going to go into it a little bit more. If you're making at least $50,000 in net profit, not the top number, the bottom number, and you shift to an S corporation, now you pay yourself as the business owner a reasonable compensation that is required. But as an S corp, you open yourself up to more tax strategies that you can use. Once you pay yourself a reasonable compensation, you write that off. Now you can get insurance as the business owner. As an LLC, you cannot have insurance and take it as a tax write-off. So now you're earning more money and then you're paying less in taxes. That's the plan, okay? Next, you have the the projections. So a lot of business owners are reactive. They're after the fact. They're like, oh, this happened, let me do this. You want to move from being a reactive business owner to being a proactive business owner. When you have projections, you're looking in advance. And so you're standing here today and saying, how much money am I going to bring in this week? How much money am I going to bring in the next week? How much money is going to go out? Why are you doing that? Because it allows you to keep in control of your cash flow. And cash is your business's superpower. And without enough cash, your business will cease to exist. And so when you stand here today and everybody look this way and you looking in the future, do you see success or do you see poverty? If you see a place where you don't want to be, you're standing here today, so why not fix it? That's where the projections come into place. So now you're looking at your cash flow and your profit, and you see a week where money is few and far between. Now I need to kick it up this week. I need to sell more. I need to reduce my expenses so that I'm saying yes to profits and I'm saying yes to cash flow. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yes? Okay.
Yes, yes.
So now we have the plan. Now we have the projections. Next, you want to have the procedures. A lot of times businesses are not growing because the business owner is the bottleneck. And you're keeping yourself in the same place. Why? Because you feel like you have to do everything. I am the leader of that. I shared yesterday that my daughter often calls me, that she says I have the spirit of takeover, the takeover spirit. Because I'm like, I can do it myself. What I had to learn was that I was holding myself back. And see, if you are a business owner and everything has to come through you, every decision has to be made by you, every sale has to come through you, you're playing business. That's not how you actually operate a company. And you're going to quickly reach burnout. And then if you as the business owner reach burnout, the business is not going to be able to move. It's not going to be able to grow. And so in the procedures part, you want to have departments, no matter how small your company is. You want to have an admin department. You want to have an operations department where the actual money comes in and then you have the workers do the work. And then you want to have a marketing department. And that could be your PR, your marketing assistant, but you have these three departments, and then as the business owner, you oversee those three departments. And so now everything is not on you. Here's the thing. If you cannot take a vacation, if you cannot take a day off and still make money in your business, I'm here to tell you this is a sign to get it together. You should be able to go on a vacation and be able to take a day off and everything be okay. All right, so this is the procedure. The final step is the power. A lot of business owners are operating from a place of financial scarcity. And the way that you know that is if you're often saying, I can't afford it, I don't know how it's gonna happen. Always something. It's always something in my business. You're operating from a place of financial scarcity. And you need to operate from a place of power. When you operate from a place of financial power, your money is in order. You're paying the smallest amount possible in taxes. You're building a legacy. And so you're like, it doesn't matter if COVID 2.0 comes because I'm okay. My business is okay. My family is okay. And my kids are okay. When you're operating from a place of power, you're able to say, you know what, my great-great-great-grandkids are going to be able to look back and say, I'm here and I live this life because of my family, because of my mom, my dad. Another place to know when you're operating from financial power that also help you with taxes. When your business gets to a certain point, you all, this is a tax strategy. You can start a nonprofit organization and you can fund that nonprofit organization from with your business. So Say Yes to Profits is the company. I also have a nonprofit called Octavia Helping Hands, where every year we do back to school events, we give away clothes, toys, all that good stuff in Atlanta. Say Yes to Profits funds Octavia Helping Hands. And so it is a write-off in the business and it's funding the nonprofit, right? So you got to think about it. As you're building your company, you want to implement the Say Yes to Profits process. You want to have a plan. Everybody say plan.
Plan.
You want to have projections. You want to forecast your future. Say projections.
Projections.
You also want to have procedures so your business operate without you. Say procedures.
Procedures.
And then you want to operate from a place of power. Say power.
Power.
Power. That's the Say Yes to Profits process. I am Octavia, a CFO and accountant. I help our clients grow anywhere between 30% and 350 within 12 months and save about 55% on average in taxes. That's what we do here at Say Yes to Profits. Thank you all for your time.
Come on, numbers.